Standing with the weight even through your feet. I'm going to start with shoulder movements. Exhale as you bring one arm up towards the ceiling, and then as you lower that arm, bring the other arm up, alternating side to side. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower, glide around the shoulder blades. Stretch out through the arms. Add some movement through the legs as you lift the arm up. Add an alternate heel lift. Move the weight side to side, but keeping the pelvis between the feet. Draw the shoulder blades down towards the pelvis, but lengthen up through the arms. Have a soft bend in the knees to work a little more through the legs. Keep the pelvis level. Don't allow it to lift or drop on one side. Do a couple more on each side. Then bring the arms down to the sides, relax through the shoulders, draw the arms up at the elbows, 90-degree bend. Exhale as the arms turn out from the shoulders. Inhale as they come back to the center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Lengthen along the collarbones, drawing the shoulder blades in towards the spine. From there you can add an arm reach, stretching the arms towards the walls. Bring the elbows back into the side trunk and the arms forward facing. Add your head turn towards the side, add a little bit extra rotation through the neck. Don't let the shoulders lift up towards the ears. For a little bit more resistance, you could use a TheraBand just to challenge the muscles through the upper arms. And then to combine the movement, you could move one arm forwards and one arm sideways. Shoulders and pelvis forward facing, don't rotate or turn the upper body. Draw the shoulders down, stretch out through the elbows, reach beyond the fingertips. After your last movement, keep the arms at a 90-degree angle at the elbows, palms facing inwards. Extend the arms down towards the floor, straightening at the elbows, tightening through the upper triceps at the backs of the arms. And add a head turn to the sides, feeling a little more stretch through the side neck and around the upper shoulder. Working more through the side of the shoulders, you can combine with the tricep push down and a lift at the shoulders. Keep a 90-degree angle at the elbows. Again, if you wanted to make it a little more challenging, add some additional weight. Bottle of water or hand weights. You're going to push back with the hands. Exhale as you pulse from the shoulder blades. Gentle drawing of the shoulders towards the spine. Dropping the shoulders down towards the pelvis. Feeling that working through the upper body. Don't let the rib cage flare forwards or shift in front of the pelvis. Keep a tall feel through the spine. So as you're pulsing the arms, lift up with one leg. Exhale as you lift. Pulse. Inhale as you lower. When you've done your last one, pop the weights to the side. We're going to come into a mermaid stretch. Reach the arm up, side bend over, roll the body, continuing to that side stretch. Come down to the floor, lift back up, peeling through the spine. Follow the movement of the arm, stretch and lengthen through the rib cage. Don't allow the ribs to flare forwards or the back to overarch. Smooth that transition from your side bend to your upper body roll. And after your last movement, bring the arms forward and up to shoulder height, stretching out in front of you for an arm openings. Take one arm out to the side, continue around as the upper body twists. Have a slight bend in the knees if that's more comfortable. Don't allow the pelvis to follow the arm movement. Here you can add in some variations, perhaps with a reach up and overhead as the upper body turns. Keep the shoulders pulling down as the arm reaches, or swing down past the side thigh and lengthening up back to your start position. When you've done your last movement, come down onto your hands and knees. Shoulders above the hands, knees above the hip. Find that central neutral position. Arch the back up, dropping the head down to your cat and cow, back flexion, spine extension. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. When you feel a little more loose around the mid-back, keep the knees wide, bring the feet a little closer, drop back into your shell stretch, reaching the arms forwards, lowering the chest between the knees. If you're comfortable holding that stretch there, stay central. For additional stretch through the shoulders, bring the arms to one side, aiming for the corner of your mat. And then change to work the other side. Keep the pelvis central, don't allow it to shift over to the other side. Add a slight turn of the upper body to look between the arms, getting a little extra rotation in your thoracic spine between the shoulder blades. Then come up onto your hands and knees, return to that start position, neutral spine, long down the side trunk, and we're going to exhale as you lift the palm up off the floor, inhale as you lower. Keeping the weight even through the knees, stretch forward, reaching from the fingertips. If you find that's a little uncomfortable, you can hover the hand, but for extra movement, stretch forward, reaching through the fingertips. You can layer up this movement with a leg extension. At the same time, your arm reaches forward. Either keep the foot on the floor, or if your balance is okay, extend and lift that leg up off the floor so your arm and leg are in a horizontal position. Reach through the arm to the fingertips, stretch down through the leg towards the toes. Then come back to a hands and knees position. Then a bend of the elbows, come into a small press up, elbow bend. Keep long down the back of the spine. Feel that stretch through the front shoulders and chest. Draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Don't allow the tummy to dunk down towards the floor. You can alternate this push-up movement Keeping the arms straight, hovering the knees, tucking the toes under. Engage through the middle trunk, keep straight through the body, lower back down and release. Come into a push-up, bending down at the elbows and alternate between the two movements. Coming back into your start position, we're going to go into a thread the needle movement, so upper body rotation. Bring one arm through the gap between the arm and the leg. Lower the shoulder towards the floor, reaching the fingers towards the wall. Pelvis staying level. The weight even through your knees. For an additional movement and twist through the upper body, with your moving arm, stretch through to the wall, then lift up towards the ceiling as you come back. Getting a deeper stretch and rotation. And when you've finished, come down onto your side. Come down onto your forearm. So with the shoulder above the elbow, you're going to either support the body with the upper arm resting in front of the trunk, or place the arm along the side of the hips. Exhale as you push down through the forearm and the knees, lifting the pelvis in line with the shoulders and the knees. Inhale as you lower back down. Soften the rib cage so it doesn't flare forwards of the pelvis or chest. Perhaps slightly round through the lower trunk, if that helps. Stay strong around the shoulder blade and the upper arm muscles. They'll take most of the load through this movement. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. With the top arm, take it along the side of the trunk. As you lift, bring that arm overhead. Add a reach and stretch through the shoulders, increasing the length through the side trunk and the shoulder range of movement. Repeat this on the other side.